Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mydbops 14th webinar. And today I will be talking on insights on MongoDB Change Streams. Before we get into the details, let me introduce myself. My name is Abhishek D. I'm a junior MongoDB database engineer at Mydbops. So this is my mail ID, and I've been working here since a year. And this is my initial talk. And from the past 1 year, I've learned a lot of things in MongoDB. Uh, Give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry about the camera. Yes, as I was telling, from the past 1 year, I've been working here, and I've learned a lot of things here, being a MongoDB engineer. And the over the years, MongoDB has evolved a lot. And today, we are currently standing at the 5.2 version, MongoDB version, and MongoDB with user feedback, it is upgrading day by day. And in quick sessions, we are getting the MongoDB upgrades. And and for me, there were quite interesting things that I've learned. And let us not dwell into much of my learnings. So let us have a glance on MyDBOps. So we were founded in 2015, and headquarters resides in Bangalore with 70 plus employees. So MyDBOps is a database expert solution company. We are mainly focusing on consulting and managing services. And we have expertise on open sources technologies like Postgres, MongoDB, and MySQL. So we have around 500 plus clients, and have projected quite a few, which we support 24/7. And so let us get into the main objective of today's meet, that is change streams. So here is the agenda for that. And I'll be telling what is change streams and how it works and its use cases as well. So we'll have a look around its features and its advantages. And also I will walk you through a demo where I will show how exactly change stream works. So let us get into the first slide. So change stream was actually introduced in MongoDB 3.6. If you ask me, was this functionality was available before, I would say yes, but it required a lot of development effort, and it was complex algorithm, and they used to fetch this information from the oplog, and this functionality used to work with oplog support. But now after in 3.6 version, it is an inbuilt feature. And most of the developers are not aware of this feature, which can actually cut down their work in sort of in getting the notifications. So let me tell you what is change stream first. So change stream actually is used to stream the real-time data changes. So the developer, once he updates or inserts and deletes, he doesn't know what is happening inside the DB. He's not aware. So with this particular feature, he can audit what is happening inside the DB. He'll come to know what are the documents that is being updated. He'll come to know what are the documents that is inserted and deleted. So all these records will be stored in an audit DB. So this is one beautiful feature that is given by MongoDB. And change streams can be applicable for collection, a database, or an entire deployment. So that means you can enable change stream on collection or a database or an entire deployment. So change stream uses the aggregation framework to work with. So aggregation framework is used to filter the relevant data that you want. For example, if you're streaming the entire document and you don't want the entire document and you want to filter only relevant data, you can use aggregation framework with match filter or range filter. So change stream availability, like to have change stream working, you have to have certain criteria to match with. And they are, if you want change stream available, you have to have a replica set or a sharded cluster. It is not possible to have change stream up and running in a standalone. And also your replica set and sharded cluster must have wired tiger storage engine. From MongoDB 4.2 version, regardless of the majority read consent, you can enable change stream. But before that, that is 4.0 and 3.6, the majority read consent has to be enabled. If the majority read consent is disabled before 4.2, the change stream would not work as expected. And change stream can be enabled on all non-system databases apart from admin, config, and local databases. It can be enabled on all non-system databases. Change stream database level deployment is only available after from 4.0 version. So it is not available in 3.6. 3.6 only has collection level change stream supported. So let us see the use cases of change streams. There are many scenarios of there are, like, we can have change stream enabled for many various different scenarios, but today I will be telling about common scenarios. And change streams can benefit developers in many ways. So for example, it can save time for developers when they are working with load services, that is ETL services or notification services. So for example, real-time notification. What does real-time notification means? For example, they have a architecture where they have to send notifications to their web apps or mobile. Change streams can be used in that particular architecture. And real-time analytics is a common scenario wherein, like, you're using dashboards and system updated analytics. So you can use a change stream there. And IoT, as everybody knows that, for example, you can have change stream enabled in IoT architectures, where you can for example, for a device, how can I put it across? For a if you want to set alarms for certain threshold for a device, you can use change stream over there. And event driven architectures, which is more popular nowadays. And mm, traditionally we had event driven architectures are mostly, like, they have a lot of change events happening, and they have to save a lot of things. So traditionally we had to do a complex algorithm to get this notification in event driven architecture. But when change stream came in picture, it is now very easy for event driven architectures. So features of change stream. Change stream provides multiple features. So they are filterable. As I said, filtering your relevant data is what is filterable means. So you can use aggregation framework for filtering your notifications. And resumable. Change streams are resumable. That means every time a change stream, you enable change stream for a collection or a database or an entire deployment, it generates an event ID which is known as a resume token. So that resume token can be used to restart your change stream from where you left it. So you can just resume. It's just resuming. So that is resume. And in order, the way the listener receives the notifications will be the same where the changes are happening on the databases. So the changes that is happening in the databases will be sent in the same order to as a notification. So they use global logical clock for this, for shards and all. If you, for example, shards remain on different regions, different zones, so they use global logical clock for this. And security is one of the main thing for any feature that comes in any of the technologies. So here security is available for change stream. Only users with read access to that particular collection can enable change stream. And durable is nothing but, in other words, we can call it as reliable. So notifications are sent with right committed changes, majority right committed changes. So even if there is a failure or any new new primaries being elected, the notifications are durable. Advantages. So as you can see, reduce development effort. So to deploy change streams or to implement change streams, it is very simple. It is just like hardly like 10 to like 6 to 10 lines of code. You don't have to write bigger codes, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to put in a lot of effort to implement change stream. So reduce development code effort, and real-time stream of data changes, which means that we can watch the data that is being changed, updated in the real time, in the means of real time. And reduce infrastructural cost. As I said, we don't have to have separate nodes for it, or separate, you don't have to bump your servers to implement change streams. So with the current configuration, with whatever you have in your servers, you can use change streams. So which is directly proportional to reducing your infrastructural cost, and easy to integrate is it's implementing change stream is very simple. So it is very easy to integrate. Higher ROI, return of investment, which means with all this collectively advantages and features, with minimal investment, you're getting in return a lot of things. So return of investment is absolutely great here. uh, and let's get in the next slide. So change stream data flow. Change stream data flow is very simple. As you can see the picture, let us consider we are receiving data from various sources. So every day to day, database engineer knows that where the data is coming from. He knows from various sources is getting the data, and it is going into the database. The same happens here. When change streams comes into picture, ChainStream uses API. By using ChainStream API, we can send notifications to your custom application. So here the picture represents that once the data enters into the MongoDB, it is immediately available to ChainStreams. So ChainStream, by using ChainStream API, we can send those notifications. We can send your relevant notifications, your update, your inserts, all the notifications to your custom applications. It can be MongoDB stage. It can be your Mongo shell. So your custom applications, it can be anything. So here I will be having a quick comparison about change streams and custom management. So as I told earlier, I mentioned that before 3.6, there was a functionality which had the same similarities like change stream, but it was complex. It had a lot of the algorithm was complex, and we had to invest a lot of time in getting that thing up and running. So when change stream will compare those two. So when change stream came in, it is an inbuilt feature. It is very simple to implement, and it doesn't require more time to implement. Whereas your custom application is, you have to sit and write down your own code to get the information from the op log, and you have to build your own application for it. So that is complex again. And quicker development, as I told, it doesn't require much time to develop the change stream, and loads of development effort. So I'm just talking here with regards to MongoDB. By getting oplog, just imagine you're building your own application. For example, you're writing down your own code, and you just want to do something with your own code to get the information. So that will take even more effort. So, and loads of development effort. And also, if you have multiple custom applications to watch for the change, then it's an higher maintenance cost. Here, with almost zero maintenance cost, we can have the change streams enabled. So this is the comparison between these two. And access control, this is about the privileges of a user should have to get the change stream up and running. So for a user, user should have read access. So for a collection, to enable collection wise change stream, you should have read access to that particular collection. And to enable change stream on a database level, that particular user should have read access to the entire collection in that particular database. So, and to deploy, and user to have deployment level of privileges, you should have read access to all the database. So similarly, here we can see the command to provide privileges to that particular user for collection, database, and and entire deployment. So how do we open a change stream? Like for replica set, you can issue the change stream on any of the data bearing members. So since any of the data bearing members means you can watch it on the primary, you can watch it on the secondary, because secondary will anyways replicate your data, your inserts, your updates, your deletes to the secondary. So you can even do it on the secondary member. And for a sharded cluster, as all of us know, MongoOS is the only is a way to get to the sharded cluster, and here the same thing applies. We have to go through MongoOS. And the following example, you can see that how to enable a change stream. Here in this particular line, we are enabling change stream on a collection called inventory. And the second line that you see is the most important thing to enable. You're just collection.watch. Change stream is equals to collection.watch is the command that is used to enable change stream. And the next two lines is like processing the next document, as it says. So change events. Change events are nothing but it's just a change stream response document. Like whenever you enable change stream, right, you want to know how the document looks like. This is just a response document, how it looks like. So here I'm going to focus only on the important field and not all the fields. So here underscore id is the event id. That is what I was talking about. So resume token. So resume token will be your underscore id, and operation type would be insert, update, and delete. And full document is your actual document. It can be 3 lines, it can be 10 lines, it can be 20 lines. Your document is reflected in this particular document. So namespace, as all of us know, it's database and collection name. And you can see your update description. I will tell about update description in the next couple of slides, because we have update event coming up, so I can explain that there. So let us get into it. So this is the response document is like a model for the upcoming slides. So it is just a model. So let us get into actual events. Insert event, again, it has a resume token, and operation type is insert, and namespace is database is engineering, and collections is users. And here you can see the full document in the below full document. So the full document is only containing two lines, that is username and name. Update event, again, operation type is update, and namespace is given. So update description document is the field that you have to focus here. That is what is being updated. So here this particular document is updating email, and it is also removing the field called phone number. Delete event is deleting a document. Here it is the same. It has a resume token and operation type delete, and it doesn't show you the full document, because change stream will not be able to get the document from the MongoDB, because it is deleted. It is already deleted. So change stream will be only able to get the object ID. Drop event is nothing but dropping of collections. So here dropping of collection, in the sense it will lead to invalidate event. Let us take an example. Like if you are watching a collection, if you're enabling a collection on and you're watching it, and you've enabled it to drop, obviously it will lead to invalidate event, right? So that is what it means, like invalidate event. And drop database event is similar to drop event, where drop event is dropping of collections, and here it is dropping of databases. Before generating drop database event will generate drop event, because it has to drop all the collection inside the database, and then at last it will generate the drop database event. Similar to drop event, even drop database event will also lead to invalidate event. If you're watching this particular database and you're dropping it, it will lead to invalidate event. So here is the demo. So here are the scripts. So this particular script, create.js, is for inserting the documents, inserting documents. And as you can see, I'm using as a connection string, and I am connecting to Mydbops and collection called McLaren. And this empty collection is like, I'm just dropping this collection to have no data in it. This is only applicable for a demo purpose and not in the production wise. And this is my document. This will be my document. Just three fields, that is reading param, reading, and timestamp. And here I'm using a while loop and generating random values for all those reading parameters. And every 2 seconds it will insert. So let us get into the listener.js. This is where we enable change stream for this particular insert. So again, we have a connection string for the same. And so you're giving MyDBOps and McLaren from where you're reading it, and your stream app is the database, and McLaren change events is a collection where you're storing all the notification that you're getting, all the streaming that you're doing. You're storing it in the McLaren change events. And the same thing, I'm just dropping all the McLaren change events data. And as I said, it is applicable only for demo and not in the production. So here is the command. So I'm just watching collection.watch. Collection.watch is McLaren collection. I'm watching that collection. And so if the cursor is not exhausted, it will just keep processing it. And change is equals to cursor not dot next. Here is where you can use your match filter, the filters that you want, the relevant data that you want. You can use it here. And I'm just printing all those things. So let me get into the demo. Hope the screen is visible.
Yes, Abhishek.
So I will just start inserting documents here. As you see, it is inserting. So now is what we are actually looking into. What is listener doing? So we'll listen to it. See, it's generating for each insert. It is generating a notification. Similarly, you can see here, this is one document that has been generated for one insert. You can see this is the underscore ID, that is the event data, that is your resume token, and the operation type is insert, and the timestamp, and you have the full document here. So we have, as I told you, we have only 3 fields in our document, that is reading param, reading, and timestamp. And it is showing you the namespace that is being inserted into, and the document ID. So in the similar fashion, as I told you in the change events, update event, a drop event, or delete event, you get the similar way of documents here while streaming it. So this is about the demo. And okay, here are the references that I've used and I've gone through to understand what is change streams. So these are the references, and thank you so much. That's all about my talk. If any questions, you can ask them.